Hello, Bob, Kevin, Grady. How you doing? This should be a lot smoother this week. There we go. Seem far away, but maybe not. Trying to straighten the camera a little bit there. How about an audio test? Are we okay on the audio? Let me know. And Toby and Keith. I'm glad you made it, brother. Rick and Darren. Just got to look at something a minute. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So far, so good. But it's okay. Sound like I'm echoing. Oh, it's the garage, I got the router set up here. So hopefully it should be, hey, Dawn, there should be a good solid signal. It looks good. Kevin said that's awesome. And that was my goal. We have 22 people, but we only have 9 likes. Hey, John. Thank you. And Scott, my brother. Yeah, please hit the like button. Look forward to seeing you in April tomorrow. Darren is hooking up with Kevin in April tomorrow at a meet. No Liam tonight. He is working his first good at Dairy Queen, earning money for his super. Hey, that's what it's all about. And Justin and Ashley, my friends down the road, are here. And Kevin said, same, Darren. Okay. Hopefully the visual seems okay. This is the first run with the router up here. I tried everything I could, really. I mean, I tried hotspot. I tried grabbing a router from the house, but I ran thanks to Darren and Adam, I said, well, I'm just going to run the Ethernet line across like a telephone line, house to house, so to speak, because I'm 60 feet, 70 feet from the house with the garage, for those of you that had been here. And they said, hey, Darren put up a funny little GIF or GIF of birds sitting on the line and it going down. And I'm like, uh-oh. And Lonnie, what is up, brother? So I had, at the request of the few of the brothers there, said, hey, hey, what's up, Ben? And Lloyd. And he says, you might want to run a steel line and then put it around it, So that's what I did. And we have a router up here. It wasn't my old routers. I was hoping it would work. It's been sitting back for a while, not being used, and it seems fine. So hopefully this is a new beginning to something fun, because I just got to order. Hey, Mike, how you doing, brother? Thank you. Queen chocolate dipped in chocolate. It's the best. Hey, you know what I tried once? Chocolate ice cream cone dipped in the cherry dip. I know. I'm going to look up. Oh, I bumped the bench and the thing moved. Otto, what's up? USB extension cords, because my camera right now only moved to like maybe here, So yeah, I love DQ2. They are good. I wanted to find out, hey, James, how are you? If I can get like I guess a 20-foot extension to be safe. And I seen them on Amazon. So, hey, James, how are you, brother? And Justin said, is that one of Heather's towels? Thanks, brother. No, it's one of her old ones. This is one of the old ones that she did give me. Pretty sure. Let's change the subject. That way, when I go live, I'll always do live shows on Friday night, because we just talk about a little bit of everything. I have a lot of fun with this. But the Sunday videos will still be up as normal, the Sunday DIYs. But I'm probably going to chime in once in a while on like a Wednesday evening, possibly, or a Tuesday evening, and go live with the camera, move it across the garage wherever I'm working and just work live, you know. So I had a 72 Super Beetle. I'm trying to find a partial tray for it, but all the ones I say not for a Super Beetle, am I missing something? I never tried to buy one for a Super, to be honest with you, but I don't have mine up here. It's down the house. I have it in storage right now, but that's kind of weird. If we're on the same page with the partial tray, I don't see, I mean, well, yeah, wait a minute, because the underneath of that dash is different the way it curves down. So that could be possibly different. And if we're on the same page about what we're talking about, that could be different because of the underneath of the dashboard. Farmington VW show in 2 weeks. Hope some Hemorrhage can make it. Slade, you should shout out the flyer. Can you shout out the flyer? Yes. Did you just send it to me so that I can, you know, put it on a video? Sunday's video is already done. It's going to fire off. But I'm doing an emergency video on Tuesday or Wednesday. It'll make sense when you see it. So I'll do a shout out then and next Sunday for that show. So just send me to our little group chat the flyer for it, and I would be more than happy to. Ruby had a car fire yesterday. I'm okay and got it put out. Always carry a fire extinguisher. Oh, yeah. I've done 2 videos about that, Mark, with fires. Beetle fires are not fun. I like them blaze systems. And then there's another one out that's a little smaller. I forget what it's called. And I'm definitely going to run a system in mine, although I do carry a fire extinguisher. I even have one hanging on the garage wall right there. Right there, that white one, just in case. And I had to use one recently. Somebody else's car that was here. Luckily, you got it put out and nobody got hurt. That's the main thing. I haven't seen any for a Super, although I haven't been looking. Yeah, after I started picturing the setup, yeah, I retracted what I said, Ben. Yeah, I haven't. You can always make one, you know, I would think. I just saw new steering wheel dampener 100 times better driving. Thanks for all your tips and videos. Great, James. That's awesome. Awesome. I'm glad it's helpful. I'll send it to you in group chat. Yeah, please do. Send it in group chat and I'll get on it. There's no problem. I'll even do a short on it, a short reel, because that'll get 5,000 hits in like 8 hours. So send that to me and I'll take care of it. Porsche show and swap in Carlisle, PA tomorrow. I wished I was closer to Carlisle. They have a lot of cool stuff there, and they always have. They always have a lot of cool stuff there. Super Nats, like everything. Carlisle was cool. I think it's about 4 hours for me. I'm almost sure. Live feeds, if you're working, would be cool. I've seen other channels do it, and it's kind of cool. I think it's fun. You know, like I said, I always do Friday night live chats, Sunday DIY video, but I'm going to probably start putting in like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll get it figured out in the evening when people are home and do a live chat of me just working. I'm not going to talk much, obviously. I'll just point the camera I'm at and start working. So I think that would be fun, you know. You get a haircut, hippie, looks like your hair is growing along your chin and a picnic. Well, the thing is I got screwed on the haircut thing. Anybody that knows me, I keep it short on the sides, about that high on top, and comb it over. And the jerk that cut my hair just buzzed it. Now I look like a damn idiot because it's a buzz cut and that's not how I wear my hair. So I wasn't real happy about that. I'm definitely not going back there. You know, haircuts are us. But I was trying to fix this. The heck did I do? Should have left it alone. There we go. But yeah, I wasn't real thrilled about that at all. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me see here. There we go. My bamboo tray fits in my Super. I transferred it from my standard. Oh, I never tried to put one in the Super. I have one sitting on there waiting to put in 68. But if Mark's saying it fits in his Super, then then it should fit in yours. I don't see why it wouldn't, if he transferred from his standard over. Hey, Joe, how you doing, brother? Mine had 3 fires, 2 before I had it, and one sent me in the hospital for smoke inhalation, but still driving him. You're a trooper, man. And hey, Bob, how you doing? Thanks, brother. It worked out after all. It took a couple tries to get it right in the garage, but it seems crystal clear now. It seems really good. And truthfully, it's kind of nice to have Wi-Fi in the garage, because so many times I need to send a message to somebody or whatever, and it's actually really nice, to have this up here. Super Beetle. I like Super Beetles. I think they're nice. They control well. They handle. They're comfortable. Do a Google for Super Junk Tray. Uh-oh. I fire extinguish with view at all times in the house and home. Yeah, you know what, Mike? I should buy another one for the house and put it downstairs near how there's craft room, because the washer or the dryer, everything's there. I do have one in the kitchen, pretty big one under the counter. So it is a good idea. I went to fire training school years ago, and I won't get into a whole thing, but man, you can't unsee certain stuff that they show you and teach you, And Fernando, how are you? And early models were the arm. Okay. Everybody question, early models were the armrest standard. My 61 only has one on the passenger side, driver's side. The holes are not threaded. They should have been standard. I've never owned a 61, but that would have to be standard. That's kind of odd. I don't believe there was any Beetle that was produced without armrests. That's kind of weird. Car and home. Yes, absolutely. I can understand what you're saying, Mike. It's needed. And plus, we have a lot more stuff now that we run compared to years ago. They keep coming up as not for Super Beetle. And I like both Super and Standard. I like them all. I do. I even like the Mexies. I think they're really cool. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. If somebody said here that they transferred theirs from a Standard to a Super, then it should work, in all honesty. I like everything Airco BW, but I'm a Super Beetle fan. My 74 is my baby. Oh, yeah, that's 73 that I had here that I redid on the channel the first time around. It handled very nicely. Very nice car. The Supers, they are great with the struts and everything. They really are. Are you still complaining about the haircut? Adam, I've been complaining about that haircut as like it's a full-time job. I don't like I don't like a crew cut. It's not me. You know what I mean? And I'm still I'm going to complain for about another 3 days, and then you're going to have to stop me. Any 13 twos for sale. Slade's wife owes a guy 2 dozen chocolate chip cookies. So border quadra the same price as mailing baked goods. There's a lot of cars for sale right now. For 2 on the sides and fingers on the top. Yeah, I usually, pretty close. I usually do a 0 to 2 fade, fingers on the top. That ain't fingers on the top. There, you're used to seeing my hair on video. Sometimes it gets a little thick and long. Brother, same thing. I do 0 and 2 right up, fingers on top. The girl that normally would do it for me, I guess maybe she called off. I don't know. I had an appointment, and this dude he just looked crazy, and I'm like, oh, great. And he's just like, and I'm like, time to go to the Marines, because like, what the hell just went on, But hey, Toby, how are you? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You were already in here. I'm sorry. There's so many people in here. My bad, because you brought up Liam. I get a Standard and Super. Love them both. Can't wait to get the Standard one on the road. Got the heads back on today. Nice. You were working on them heads, doing a nice job. I appreciate when you send little videos like that. That's thoughtful. And let me see. Dave, how are you, brother? And Did I miss something? Do people have their hair on top of their head? I haven't had any in 20 years. Mine's starting to go back a little, unless my hair's sliding back, which is a possibility. I mean, but yeah, I'll be 61 soon. It's going to happen. I mean, yeah, I was excited too. I just posted on one of Dave's videos because I don't like sanding. And Dave knows I don't like sanding. I'm sure he's heard enough of it by now from me. Dr. V Dub, hello. As well as a small fire device. And they're only 59 bucks. Yeah, is it red, like shaped like a triangle? Somebody put it up on YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook. And I seen it. And my buddy Doug Barnhart, I seen either he has one or is getting one, but I think he has one. And I thought that was interesting because I didn't even know they existed besides the Blaze that's not cheap. But then again, neither are our cars, you know. Dawn, I'm with you. Bald is beautiful. Armrest standard and door for all Beetles. Yeah, Darren, that's why I was kind of like a little caught off guard with that. Like I never heard where, you know, armrests could be optional, you know. Evan, what is up, buddy? And Mr. Ringo in the background. Ringo's cool. My 66 only have armrest on the passenger side. Wow, that's weird. I've never heard of that before. Evan, Mr. Rediscoveries, what is up with this? Bob has a 66, somebody has a 61, and they're saying that there was only armrests on the passenger door. What is the deal there? Maybe he'll know because Evan knows his parts. There's no doubt about that. Hello, Bob Kevin. I think you should go with the flat top. Just remember, Slade, it'll grow back. Yeah, that's what Heather keeps saying, Lonnie, because I think she's tired of me talking about it. She's like, it'll grow back, you know. And Adam's going to follow up on a 3-day thing, and then he's going to nail me. We might see a haircut live tonight. Yeah, that might work out, James. Old school summer vacation haircut. Yeah, that's about it, too. You think we're not Vixens, Green Thumb, Watch 10 of the Tang, Brick Patio, sweet fun content. Yeah, actually, that was an older video. That Heather just put up. He's talking about the brick patio, but she brushed on dry concrete and then wet it down, and that really worked. She's been doing dry packing concrete on her channel, and Heather's channel's actually starting to grow, and we're going to start filming for it tomorrow so I can help her out with her channel. She has a lot of great ideas, and we're going to the Flea Teaks together and filming it too, so that should be fun. Yep, that's one small red one. And I think just skipped. There we go. And I have a standard and super. They both are pretty cool. I like all Beetles. I do. I always have. I have 2 or 3 buddies that run those small ones. They were great too, but I don't know. My buddies had to have it go off on him, and it worked. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, it is red. It's like a triangle, you know, and I'm definitely putting something in mind. The Blaze is a little expensive, though. Ugh. So I'm probably going to go with one of them small red ones, in all honesty. Toby, the old saying, God made a few perfect heads, the rest were covered with hair. Oh, okay, Evan. Rediscoveries, my buddy Evan there, he knows his parts, I think a little too much for his age because he's only like 30, but he knows his parts. So that's interesting. They were optional on 67 and back. That is crazy. So like on your window sticker, was there an extra, like, you know, $20 for, well, not back end, $5 if you wanted an armrest, you know? I feel like then my 68 here or there, that's kind of like the deluxe model because it came with factory pop sockets, a sunroof, AC. Well, it didn't come with AC. Yes, only one door handle for those years. I never knew that. I really did not know that, but I've never had an early model like that. Jeremy, what is up, good human, my friend? Happy Friday to you. I thought I saw that video. I bought us. I thought maybe she just did too because it was so successful. Yeah, she did she did a dry pack concrete somewhere else on her channel. Now I can't remember, but we're going to amp up her channel pretty good now. So if you haven't joined Heather's channel, you might want to, because we're going to be on air together doing a lot of stuff, going to flea teaks, gardening, putting in a hot tub, inflatable one. Don't get too excited, but I got a lot of work to do to set up that area to make it look like you're in a cottage type, tub, basically because our backs hurt. And let me see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss something. Sometimes I scroll back a hair, and I think the driver's armrest didn't come into around the mid to late 60s. Yeah, my 68 has one from the factory, I could tell. So Evan could be onto something with it being 67 and back. Finished 76. How are you, sir? And Romeo, anyone use the Eastwood brush on seam sealer? Hey, good call, Rick. Did anyone use the Eastwood brush on seam sealer? I'd like to know that too, in all honesty. I seen Mike FN talking, could have been a year ago, about, hey, we have 47 people and only 37 likes. Please hit the like button, folks. I'd really appreciate it. It only takes a second. Mike FN was talking about using some type of latex caulking, and I wondered about that. But he paints for a living, so I don't know if that's comparable to putting it on a car. And he seems to know his stuff, but I need seam sealer for my rain gutters, my front apron underneath. So let's hear some input about this, folks. Let me see. 67 VW introduced a driver's armrest on the door. Okay, so Evan was right. 67 and back. Oh, introduced it or option? I had a small electric fire under the front hood. 3 to 4 wires got smoked. I had to run and pull the cable off the battery. I was able to fix it pretty easily. Well, that's good, because sometimes once they start, it turns into a nightmare. The blaze is expensive, but how much is all your work? Right? Yeah, NH, that's right. I'll call you NH. I don't know what to call you. That's what I just said earlier in a short phrase is, how much money do we have into these cars? I mean, honestly, I know some of my stuff was sponsored, but if you add on the cost of the stuff that was even sponsored, I'm probably $12,000-$13,000 deep, believe it or not. And now I got a lot of the parts though, they're here already, so what you see is like, well, what do you mean you're that deep already? But it adds up fast. So NH, yeah, I agree. It's a lot of work, a lot of parts, a lot of time, Oh, our 64 has 2 armrests. Our 59 has 1 on the passenger side. And did you get those windows? I don't know what windows you mean, number one. I'm not sure by that. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what you meant. Also, our base model Beetle here wasn't the same base model worldwide. Want to see a really minimal bug, look up Brazilian depression bug. I'm going to look that up. I wanted to do a video on special edition bugs, and I didn't do it yet. Heather and I had talked about it, and I actually forgot about it. I wanted to do a video on, Heather and I discussing special edition Beetles, 1 year only Beetles. So I should probably do that, in all honesty. And I'll need Evan's help, Rediscoveries, because he is really good with stuff like that. Amazing young man. At Heather's Cottage on YouTube, for those who aren't already on it. You know what? That Heather's Cottage that she opened, John, and thank you for bringing it up. She's still going to use Heather's Haven. And since she has all of her subscribers there still, but thank you for bringing that up. We have a lot of stuff planned, a lot of fun, and we're going to be jumping on it starting tomorrow, actually. So a lot of stuff we do in life together, places we go, things we do in the cottage. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll try to put her link up here for those who don't have it in a minute. Let me see here. I'm getting behind. I apologize. I'm excited to be in the garage. I know it sounds stupid. I think I look clear. The Beetle's there. I can't wait to get an extension for the camera. I'm going to show you a few things shortly here. Thank you for the info. And no feedback on the Eastwood brush-on seam sealer. Yeah, I was hoping Romeo would know. I bought a quart but haven't opened the can yet. Oh, give us an update on that when you do, please. My 64 is one Armrest passenger. I know of no option on putting a door handle as there was no support to secure the handle. Not that you couldn't put one there like it could pop out. Yeah, exactly, Keith. Exactly. I'm so glad you made it, brother. I feel bad. I know you weren't feeling well. I just got invited to put my 68 bug slingshot in Classic Car Show on June 14th in Castro Valley, California. I will be ordering a shirt from you soon to support and try to get the group gathering. James, that was nice. Thank you very, very much. And I'm excited for you. I really am. If you get a chance, well, first of all, if you're ordering a shirt, you might want to order it because that can take, a couple of weeks for the shirt to come from the vendor I use. But they're good quality, though. There's member shirts. There's this, there's quite a few. But where I'm going with this is when you're at the show, if you can have somebody, if you feel comfortable taking a photo with your shirt on standing by your car, I'd love to display it because we got something big coming up, too, for the members. You can't see it right now, but right there is a really big vinyl, massive poster. And Ken Kitley, I was going to bring it up in my next video, had taken our ad from VW Trends magazine, the article we were in, and blew it up into a vinyl poster and sent it to me. My idea, and I'll be happy to pay, but he's like, no, I want to donate my time. I'm going to get a bunch of members' photos of them standing by their car and put a collage of a massive vinyl printout in the garage framed. So you kind of are all here in the videos with me all the time. Maybe it's weird. It's just me, But and Heather just popped in. She said he's right. But I don't know what she meant now. Ugh. Oh, boy. I've used the Eastwood brush-on seam sealer, and I've used other brands for years, and it's to smooth it out. I'm trying to roll on Cadillac primer now because my paint booth is full of cars. Yeah, Eastwood is supposed to have amazing products. They really are. They have the roll-on primer now, but I already got a lot of paint and primer ready. Oh, I changed the name to Heather's Cottage on my original channel. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's what she was talking about. Heather's down the house. I'm not near her. I actually screwed up there. So Heather, if you could please put your channel up there. I'd like people to join it because Heather and I are going to be together doing a lot on her channel now. And she'll be alone on it too sometimes. But I'm really excited about that. I love working with Heather. She's a blast. She really is. Thanks, man. No glove box door, zero chrome, no dash grills, but has spot like normal, bare minimum. And Evan, remind me to bring that up in a video that I want to do with Heather, with 1 year onlys, special edition Beetles. Obviously, I'm going to have to hijack photos off the internet for it, and you're very welcome. Evan, funny story here, and I'll make it quick because I got to catch up. I keep talking, but that's what this is about. Evan was about 17, now he's 30. And he was at some car shows with Blue, one of my favorite Beetles, as you can see in his little avatar there. I believe that's what that's referred to as. And looked like the camera refocused or something. And he was always like, hey, come on over. How you doing? And I stayed away from the poor kid because he was 17. And I thought, I don't want somebody to see me, older guy, going hanging around with a kid. And my kids were like, no, we know him. It's okay. He's really nice. But he was so heavy into Beetles at a very young age, and now at 30 years age, if I need to know like a part or a tool or anything, I get a hold of him. And he's 30 years younger than me, but he loves his Beetles probably more than life itself, Let me see here. Hey, Slade, did you get my pictures of the Cliff Green Beetle I recently bought? NH, where did you send them to? If you send them to my email, I'm about 7 to 12 to 13 days behind on email because I average about 100 a week, I guess. So if you did send them to my email, I didn't get them yet. I mean, I might have got them, but I didn't see them yet. Windows for the greenhouse and vintage house windows, Canadian standards, also basic version, basic transportation. I actually need to go to Habitat for Humanity. I may have to hijack Evan for that because I need his trailer. I want to get a bunch of the old school wooden lift up windows like the old houses because I want to make Heather a real greenhouse. These plastic ones or whatever and how they are that we're getting, she should have took a picture of that when the storms got bad. Peace. And hello. Oh, do you still have the van again? Romeo, or Vintage 76, I'm sorry. He sent me a clip from a video the other day, and I forgot to tell Evan. I haven't caught up with Evan in 3-4 days on a personal level. We usually sit in the phone once in a while and gab. And he was in a video on YouTube, Barefoot Garage, I think it was, and I had no idea. And that sounds like a really cool idea. Don't scroll up. I have Raul, how are you? I'm talking to Jack of all trades, that is. He's late. I think this makes sense now because I replaced both doors in my 65 and only passenger door has a spot in the armrest. Okay, then, all right. I didn't know that, in all honesty. I really like Raul's Beetle. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I really like it. I think it is him and Bob Putty, the definition of patina. Even when I seen Bob's at first, you know, and not that I was trying to boss him around. He's my friend, but I'm like, don't paint that car, please. It just looks perfect. Perfect. I want to see when Bob's done if VW Trends will put him in. I believe they will. But Raul's car is really cool. I really like it. And there is Heather's channel there. If you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it because I am going to be on there with Heather. I mean, I don't look as good as Heather, but I just think her and I are going to have a lot of fun. We really are. I wanted to step in, not that she needs my help, but I think it'd be more fun for me to film her and film us together than her trying to do it herself, you know. Beetles are life. I agree. I really do. Just heard something outside. That's not Bigfoot. Who is Cliff and how did you get your hands on his green? Also, is it a good smoke? I don't know. I don't know who Cliff is. I have a young lad who's 16 who does yard work for us. He saw me 72 Sweden was blown away and now wants to learn how to drive standard. There is hope for the younger generation. And you know, there is, Lonnie. My daughter, my youngest daughter, knows how to drive a stick because of her fiance. And also my older daughter does know how to drive a stick. A little sketchy, but she hasn't had a lot of time to really mess around. My oldest son knows how because he worked at a drywall place where he had to drive a truck. And my younger son, who's 30, he loves standard shifts. He wants to flip one over into his Oldsmobile because he don't like automatics. There's hope. There really is, in all sincerity. No worries, man. I'm years behind on emails. Yeah, I don't like people to think I'm ignoring them. And I'm not being arrogant, so I hope people don't take this wrong. You shouldn't. I'm not an arrogant person. But I get clobbered with messages and emails, so sometimes it does take me a little while to try to catch up with them. Unfortunately, had to let it go. Way too many projects. Evan, you don't have that many projects. You have like 2 cars. I mean, or is that 200? Yeah, there's 200 cars. That's what it is. He needs about 20 acres with a big shelter over it too, because he got nice stuff. Then Uncle Bon ever figure out that part. Wished I could have helped. Toby, he did thanks to Darren, 68 Green Bug. Darren Waugh, I had put a message up and all that. And Darren jumped on it hard and literally, damn head's itchy. Darren figured it out. I'm not good. I haven't searched for GM/Chevy parts in so many years since I had Heather's Nova, or Heather had her Nova. And Darren got on it. Excuse me, 1 minute. I felt like Rubio. Wasn't he one of the ones that got the water? But anyhow, thanks to Darren, he nailed it. He found it. And Uncle Bon was so happy about that. I'm overdue for a phone call to Uncle Bon. We do gab on a phone once in a while. Oh, those are frogs. They're really loud. They're down by Heather's Pond. Holy smokes. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like her silence means she scrolled up. I blame you, Slade. You read the comments out loud. I was out in forest today, my 68 auto stick, and it was just so nice. Oh, man, that's real great. Well, then again, I think you tried to get a hold of me once. I had to go get the Jeep today. I went with little Heather, and did some stuff. So I didn't get to see you today. 68 auto stick forest is something that I want to do an interview with, because I never get to do an interview with auto stick. So I'm going to hook up with Evan, hopefully when he has time to. He works a lot and also works with his hobbies. I'd like to get together with Heather and Evan and do an interview with Forrest, and it's an auto stick with no clutch. So I think it would be a nice interview. And if Evan's real cool, we could go for a ride, put a camera in the car. I think that would be fun. We need to do that very soon, which Evan already told me I could. He's very easy to deal with. Get Lily in there to protect you. Yeah, I know, because this frog sounds like a giant grizzly bear. Heather's Pond is attracting some really serious stuff now. I mean, probably get attacked by a bird or something. But I was going to bring Lily up in the garage tonight. I really was, because I have the door shut. And Heather said, "You're going with Daddy tonight." But she was kidding, because she loves Lily to death. But I think I'm afraid that, I don't know, I don't want her eating nothing off the floor or anything, Better late than never. My son drives a stick. My daughter doesn't. Hello, Heidi, my friend, sending me little videos of her baby goats that are adorable. And Lonnie Liam is 15 and a half, driving his Super every day. There is hope. And rediscoveries, I understand. And 2,000 cars worth of parts. Over his house, he's got some cool stuff going on. Roland, are you doing or have you installed a new vent wing knob? Funny, I brought that up. Where's it at? Whoa. Because I don't know if you could hear me. I'm not sitting down yet. I only am heard when I sit. Yes, I have to. My passenger side doesn't have a knob. I do have, whoa, let me get in front of the damn camera here. I do have another vent wing with a knob. But you know why I'm not going to use it? Because I wanted to do a video putting on a knob. Now, that's not going to be for 2-3 weeks, though. But I'm going to put new seals on, new felt, new knob. So technically, yes. And thank you for bringing that up. I need to order the knob. Give me 1 minute. There we go. It was just funny you brought it up, because I just put it on the shelf the other day and looked at it and was like, I forgot to order a knob. So yes, I will be doing that, my friend. Rubio water break. Yeah, I didn't know if anybody would catch that. And no, I don't like politics. I wasn't being political, but I didn't think anybody would catch that. That was good, Otto. Let me see. Roll it with your vent window. And I didn't think to ask that. I bought a fluorescent looking green Beetle, assuming it was reshot in the 80s. Well, I peeled back the carpets and found it was a factory color. Oh, nice. That is cool. Vintage on here has a Viper green Beetle, and it is badass. I don't like to swear in here. It is so cool. It is so cool. I love the green. I love the green. And I believe I'm right. It's Viper green. My brother is still struggling with his auto stick, so he went out and bought a 67, but still has the auto stick. You know what? The auto sticks, I really like them a lot. I really do. That was my first car. I did swap it out to a 4-speed within 2 months. I was 16. You know how that goes. But I like the auto sticks. I think they're cool. I really, really do, in all honesty. Quick research found people in the Samba saying it was only used in 74 and 75 to commemorate Germany winning a championship. Oh, I didn't know that. That is interesting. Excuse me. I also found people saying that color was not available in the States. That wouldn't surprise me. All the years that I had seen this or that Beetle or what have you, a certain bumper or dash, and then I found out, well, we didn't have the luxury of having it, in the United States. They had special protection fluorescent colors. Some called them glitter bugs. I have to do the same. Thanks. Oh, absolutely. I'll actually order that knob like tomorrow, because I'm glad you brought it up. I kind of forgot about it. But I set it on a shelf the other day, and I'm like, I need a knob. There's always some parts that need ordered, I had to order a stupid little brake line, the little brass T fitting that goes at the rear where the 3 brake lines connect together, because I wanted to put my main brake line in next week in the rears, because I want to get the transmission finished. I'm doing the videos on a tranny and put it in. I had to order the stupid little 3-way brass fitting for the brake line. I had mine here, cleaned it up, and lost it. That's how that works. I'll find it after the other one arrives. My driver's side vent knob missing myself. I'll be doing the video on it, so there's no problem if you have a little time to wait, Driver did a short on vent wing early knobs. Yeah, that was the early ones. I don't know the difference. Mine's a 68, so I don't know 68 to what. I'm not sure. I just got done redoing all the seals, new hardware, and felt in my vent windows about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's worth doing all that stuff in all sincerity, especially while you have everything apart. My Maxi is missing both vent window knobs. I was actually, when I was being lazy at one point, I thought, well, instead of the vent wing knobs, I'll buy them. Remember, you used to put them things on and they slid back and you tightened the knob and you couldn't open them. My dad had them on his Ford truck. And then I thought, nah, that's bad. Don't do that. Although it's a nice locking feature as an extra, though. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, which you probably do, though. What's the part number for the knob to order myself? I don't have that on hand right now, James. I really don't. But if you want to shoot me a message or an email or a Facebook message, I can give you the part number, but I don't have access to do that right now. I found they called it Cliff Green because that was the name of the goalie. Oh, I'd love to find out the real story. Yeah, that is interesting, in all honesty. Alita, good afternoon to you. And there we go. I love the special ones that we didn't get here, probably why I love my Mexican so much. Oh, yeah, I love the Mexi. I think the Mexi's cool. You've got a lot of cool cars, though. I mean, you got the Taxi, the Mexi, the Thing, another thing, a military thing. Blue is my favorite. It just is what it is. That's never going to change, You doing videos on brake lines? Yes, I am, Darren. As soon as that fitting comes, I think it's going to be here like Monday. I got my brake line kit over there. So I am going to do the brake lines, brake hoses. Oh, 68, of course. So you'll get to see the whole schmill, go together. I'm trying to squeeze that into one film, but it might end up like an hour and a half long. But I hate to do part 1, part 2, because sometimes then you're waiting a couple weeks to see everything. So, but yes, I am doing that within the next week and a half, actually. I've seen many Porsche 914s of very similar color from the 70s. And Keith, thank you for the donation, brother. I just caught it now. Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate that. And good night, Scott. Have a good rest of the night, brother. I'll catch up with you over the weekend. Oops. There we go. This is amazing. Uncle Bon stepped in. There we go. My chat, it jumps sometimes, and then I have to scroll back and try to see. Uncle Bon, we were just talking about you earlier. Because Toby wanted to know if you found the part, and I told him Darren, located the part and everything, so what it was called. So you were just Uncle Bon, thank you for the donation. See what I mean? I'm scrolling and I just seen it now. Thank you, brother. That's very, very nice of you. I appreciate that. Donations really help a lot, folks. They really, really do. Let me see if I can heart those because I'm learning this a little more. There we go. I got a splitter link at Leon Dipcon. Good night, all. Thanks for continue support. You all the best. And thank you, Toby, for your support. I appreciate it, brother. I really do. And tell Liam we all said hello, not just me. And he said, hi, Uncle Mom. Those vent locks are still available. MP still sells them. Oh, okay. My dad had them back in like late 70s on his Ford truck. And you like slid it back and you turned a knob. I guess we're probably on the same page with that. But that was something I looked at and thought probably not a bad idea to just put those on also, as an addition. And everyone watching the chat while doing body work, but I'm here. Uncle Bon is here at heart, but he's doing something that I don't like. He's doing body work. And then he promised to fly in and do my body work, which I thought was really cool, but Stuart, how are you, sir? Says in 74, they had the love bugs. Had the option of red or green. Both had blacked out chrome. Oh, funny you brought that up, Mr. Stewart. Or shall I say Mr. Jenkins? I just said to Heather the other night, and I could not get a response out of her. Obviously, Chaos is going to be gloss white. And I'm doing the whole rattle can with the 2K clear with the hardener, blah, blah. And I said to her, hey, what do you think white? And if I take all my chrome's older, patinaed, T-bars and chrome all blacked out. I think her not answering me was my answer, but I kind of thought that would be cool. So it's funny you brought that up, Stuart. It's funny you brought it up. Guess who happened to have a third knee surgery? For my torn meniscus again, thanks to my German Shepherd knee checked me and made me fall. A lady, that is sad. And Heather just said the other day, Lily has got to be careful. She's 112 pounds and she is the sweetest dog, but she just comes plowing at you to play and bam, she keeps hitting Heather's knee. And her one knee has been hurting for quite some time off and on now. So I'm sorry, sweetheart, that you dealt with that. Heather just brought that up recently. She's like, she has to be careful. So Heather kind of like watches because Lily don't mean to do it. She's just having fun jumping around. I am sorry to hear that. I really am. And Uncle Bon, how's it going? And Stuart Jenkins, this is covered in chrome too. All chrome stone guards inside and out. And Uncle Bon said, I found the part, but I'm going to save my money and get the part fabricated because it's $800 a side. Wow. And I complain about Beetle parts. I got a lot of nerve. Holy smokes. And that's what happened with Heather's Nova. It was going to start needing some things. And at that point in time, like I said, she had a new car. She wouldn't drive it. I love her to death. I'm not being mean. But, she had a new car sitting in the driveway, but she was driving her Nova everywhere. And I started looking up parts and I said, it's got to go. I don't have a ton of money. So it is what it is. But when we're dealing with Chevy, we got to get Uncle Bon when he's done with his Camino, his Bon Camino, I call it. We got to get back into another Volkswagen again, too, even if we all got to figure out how to get him one. That would look badass. Blacked out on white would be quite tight. Absolutely. I liked it. And I even punched in on Google white Beetle black trim, and only a couple have come up. There was something about it. And I like chrome. Don't get me wrong. My Harley was you could see it coming from miles if the sun hit it. But, you know, I have my original chrome. I can't find anything tonight. I have my original heavy German chrome, and can you believe it? It was laying here. And it's not perfect. I was going to put it on and polish it up and have that chrome patina look where it's a little dulled out. And then I thought, man, that gloss white, it's just going to look good with. I have the I have the original chrome for around the windshield, but I'm not using it. I have the non-chrome sills from West Coast Metric, and I thought blacked out trim, black rims with a little bit of chrome, you know, chrome beauty rings I have. But I like it. I like it. I like it. That's probably what's going to happen, you know. Irby Moore said, as soon as my chat gets up here, working on a 68, numbers matching bug down here in Mississippi. Your video sure to help me out. Giddy up, baby. Thank you, Irby. Believe it or not, my 68 would be like yours, is matching numbers. Well, I'm not using that motor. I'm putting a stroker motor in. But I have the original transmission, the original motor, matching numbers. That's a treasure. You know what I mean? Mine, unfortunately, was the Ted Bundy model. It's the Lotus White with the sunroof, from what I'm told. Not that I praise people like that, but kind of creepy. But I'm glad that the videos are helpful to you. There's many, many more to come, especially we're going to start working live. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Just like my dogs do the same thing, but I have 8 big dogs. They are all rescue. Oh, you got 8. Okay. I have 1, you know. Little Heather took our shepherd with her when she moved because that's her pup. But Lily don't mean harm. She's an excellent guard dog. She's excellent family pet. Well, loves kids, but when she plays rough. And she just keeps slamming into Heather's legs once in a while when she's jumping around. So it is sad that happens. Slade, how are you going to paint your bug? Well, James, I'll show you since I'm in the garage. And give me a second if you can still hear me. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do it now, so get ready. No, I'm just kidding. I have the primer over there. I use the Rust-Oleum primer filler. I should have grabbed the can of it off the shelf. I'm doing the 5-in-1 spray. So I can do vertical or horizontal sprays. I hope that's clear. Sorry. There we go. I'm using the Rust-Oleum filler primer, and I'm using the 2K clear. And it has where you take the little red cap and into the bottom, it releases the catalyst, aka hardener. So this is the same thing as shooting clear out of a gun with hardener. It's just a different delivery method, but is exactly the same. And then you wet sand and buff, and you have yourself a heck of a paint job. So that's what I'm doing. And Garrison Drive, he's on Facebook, and he did that years ago. His still looks brand new because you're doing a real job by using this. And man, is it gorgeous. It's like a mirror, you know. So that's what I'm doing, James. And it'll be all on video, everything that I do. There's probably 12 or 14 cans over there right now. Slade, I mailed you my next project. It's probably the easiest project kit car ever. Challenge the fellows at VW Trends to do one and maybe find the original builder too. I'll take a look at that, number one. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got to catch up on my emails anyhow. Bumpers protect body panels. Yeah, the actual, I missed something here. Oops, wait a minute. I don't want to skip I bumped the thing again. White and black stripe is badass. Yeah, I agree. I agree. No T-bars. Heidi's like, no. I agree with Heidi. No T-bars. I like them Nerf bars that curl under. Same, no T-bars. I like T-bars better than grannies. You would have to tint the windows too. Yeah, I'm tinting the windows actually on film, believe it or not. Why I got them laying flat on my bench and they're not in the car. I am tinting my windows. My son did his the other day, and obviously I can't show you the picture because it's in my phone. He tinted the windows on his car, and it came out perfect, and they're in the car. He has an Oldsmobile, same as a Nova. I don't know how he did it and got no air bubbles. I didn't know he had that little talent, but I'm going to be tinting on film. My Harley is weird teal color, but it's 94 Road King, first year of the King, and first year of that color. Road King's nice. That's comfort. That is comfort. I did I did some rigids for a while, and I found out over the years that my back was the shock absorber. But boy, I liked it. I always ran 8-inch over, but I'm not a young kid no more, so now that stuff's not funny. Bumpers protect body panels. Yeah, they do, in all honesty. I seen the stainless steel bumpers. I thought it was Wolfsburg West, maybe. I can't remember now. And man, they're not cheap. Oh, unless you buy the aftermarket cheapy bumpers and then clear coat them, to help out. I like T-bars. Also got them on Clyde. Look great. Porsche red paint. The T-bars are nice, and I like the Nerf bars too, though, that curl under. I think they're pretty cool. I really, really like them. I'm doing the blackout trim on mine. The black makes the gold pop versus the patina chrome. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Otto. I think that would look really nice, in all sincerity. Hey, Slade, can you take the 5 nozzles off and reuse them on different cans? That's a good question, number one. But after I use one can so I don't break anything, then I'm going to pull the top off. I'm curious to know that too. Funny you brought that up. I was thinking about that the other day. And Mad Moose, what's up, brother? He must have pulled over and relaxed to say hello. And is the Omega Man making the picnic? Yes, he will be. Because my son did say, is it okay if I bring my Omega? I'm like, yeah, there's a 55 Chevy coming, possibly a 61 Chevy. I forget the others. There's a couple other old vintage cars coming, and I said, absolutely, bring them. I got a guy out the road about a half hour from me, and I forget what he's bringing. His son's bringing his convertible Beetle, and I forget what he's bringing. Good night, Adam. Have a great day tomorrow, brother. Thank you for stopping in. Adam got to make out money. He's shaking out Moneymaker tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow's Saturday. You're supposed to be home. Adam's going to be retiring soon. I'm very happy for him. But yeah, he's bringing Omega, definitely. And there's some other muscle cars that are going to show up. Picnic's going to be amazing this year. I'm really excited about it. I really, really am. Instead of the 5-in-1 spray cans, have you given any thoughts to the turbo can? Hey, you know what, James? I seen dip 10-1 shot spray powder with them. I did see somebody using them. The only reason I technically wasn't, and I did see them, they have my gloss white, because I don't know, you probably can't really see that really well on there, but they have it in the wide spray pattern. But I thought, I'm going to try these. The spray pattern on a Beetle, like a Fender, really don't take a whole lot, The only thing I didn't like when I was watching the turbo ones, and it could be the people using them, is it come out so fast and hard that it was not looking like it was leveling up. It could be user error, and that happens a lot with us until we get used to something, Let me see. If you pull top off can, be sure to clean the nozzle, otherwise it will clog in your next spray. Oh, I do that all the time. Even on the regular cans of Rust-Oleum primer and that, I'm always like a little bit of acetone, not much, because it'll melt plastic, and I blow some air through the nozzles and clean everything, almost like I'm cleaning a gun. What year did VW make the gold Beetle? That I don't know, Dave, but I'm going to see if Evan chimes in on that. That I'm not sure of, my friend. A car in flat white or flat black and the chrome redone only to copper is way, way cheaper. And if you don't clear it, it will tarnish into a cool bluish greenish and will patina amaze balls. Yeah, there's so many different ways to do things. I've seen people do gold trim that really look good depending on what you're doing, So, I mean, Heather's been possibly changing her mind on the 77. She loves that blue, but she has a certain color in her mind right now. So I might be spraying that car, but I got to pull the body off, you know, straight down to the chassis, you know, so that'll be a lot of fun. And 74 to 75 at Dave. And I think 70 or 74. Thank you, Lord. That turbo can is cool. I have used them, but they go empty super fast. You know, Justin, I kind of figure because they got some serious pressure coming out of those. Like, wow. But I seen the one guy. I didn't like the finish I was seeing, and he could have not been moving fast enough with it, you know, the way it came out. But I'm kind of excited about these ones. And if I wasn't using this, I wouldn't be doing it, you know. 74 gold. And there is Nate. Hey, Slade, happy Friday. 68s look good background. Fun fact, this year my first bug. What's up, Bon, a.k.a. the Bon Father. The Bon Camino. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. You know, that's funny because the 68 was my first Beetle, too, when I was 15. So must be something about that year. In 68, I got it in 79 when I was 15. And it was already rotted out. Didn't take long. 10 inches. What does Mrs. Micro say the actual size is? Gold was a special color. Yeah, the gold, what's that gold? There was something that had stripes on it or something. I can't remember. I really can't. Sun Beetle was gold. If I'd have just looked down a little bit further, Sunbugs. There we go. So I said I'd like to do a video on special editions and 1 years only. I think that'd be a fun video to do. My schedule has changed. I got home this morning, but I drove all night. So at 9 p.m. I'm feeling cattywampus. Is your yeah, but you made it in, and I'm really glad you did. I am glad, Moose. My sunroof came from a gold car, and that could have been what it was. The Sunbugs. Sunbugs, I had one. Wow, I never had a Sunbug. I don't even know how many special edition Beetles there was. That I don't know. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of homework on that, you know, before I go popping off, you know, trying to do a video on it. Gold with black stripes Sunbug. Had to be, yeah. And 76 Champagne Edition convertible. Introduced in the 1978 campaign was introduced. 74 Super was beige and saw no other paint colors that looked gold. That's interesting. Super Sunbug. Jeans Beetle was one. Some of Jeans Baja Champagne. Denim interior. I never seen one with a denim interior. That's interesting, in all honesty. You know, and I guess a lot of people that don't really mess with Beetles a whole lot have always, you know, said, well, there's just Beetles. There's red, blue, black, white. But there was a lot of different special editions and things that they did do. Dina, what is up, buddy? We were just on the phone earlier. People gets argumentative over late model bugs. People assume late 70s cars all had curved windows. Of to say when they did my 2003, have a flat windshield. Yeah, Heather 77 is a standard flat windshield. So a lot of people, I agree, they do say, no, they all had curved windshields in the late 70s. No, they absolutely did not. I have one in the driveway. Brian, my transmission specialist friend, who's been a big help during my tranny adventures. Both my VW projects were orange. VW was getting that color super cheap and paint everything orange in the 70s. My 68 was a orangish reddish color. That's the only way I can put it. It's the one you see at the end of all of my videos when I showed it when I'm 16 leaning on my Beetle. It was an orangish color, my 68, and I know it was factory. L61A is the paint code for that special green. And Athena Super has flat windshield. Remember the Levi edition Jeeps? They had denim interior with the rivets and everything. Yeah, now that I do remember. I do remember that with the Jeeps, in all honesty. I remember the Eddie Bauer editions, too, for Ford Explorers. I can't remember now. Buster, I love your channel too. Thank you, NH. Yeah, he actually has done some cool stuff, like putting a sunroof on a Beetle that didn't have one, welding an old school dash on. Like, that's some serious fabrication. I'm not a big fan of doing fabrication, probably because I don't have the patience for it. One thing I do need to do, speaking of, Dave, fabricating and doing things, is I really, really need to open my welder. I still haven't yet. It's still in the box sitting there, that Lincoln I bought. I need to open it up and actually try it and make sure it's okay. So Evan needs to come over here. Orange for sure. One of my 74s was originally orange, although I don't know if the color name is orange. Oh, I agree, Otto. Mine had an orangish color, my 68. I don't know if orange was involved in the name. So I know what you're saying. I agree about that. That's impossible. Or Mark, they were only curved unless it was a 71 to 72. Yeah, 71 to 72 Super Dupers were flat with the flat dash, which I thought was really cool. Both my 75 standards have flat windshield, and my 72 have flat windshields. And hey, it's Liam. I'm in the car with my dad. I got ice cream for everyone. All right. I knew Liam was going to come through. Hopefully they don't take it out of his paycheck. I saved a fire damage 74 Super Sunbug from the junkyard many years ago. Now that is cool. That is cool, Romeo. I don't think there's any Super Sunbugs even around my area that I'm aware of. Somebody must have changed the windshield. 64 was the last year for the true flat windshield to test, put a straight edge on it. And I know what Keith's saying about that. He is right. Even my 68, when I say I've got a flat windshield, it's actually hidden in the back of the game room because I'm afraid it'll get broke. Dino picked it up for me a while back, and there is a slight curve to it. I wonder which way the curve is when I install it. Somebody else to change the window, so I have a straight edge on it. Okay, my 74 Super was orange peel. It was very sunburnt. You didn't put some sun care on it to keep the ultra rays. Yeah, mine was my 68 was original when I got it, obviously in 79. I was 15 years old, but it definitely was an orangish color. And it was real faded, so I used cleanser. Remember Comet cleanser? I don't know if they still make that. Bucket of water, some Comet, and scrubbed it down to bring the shine back. And it worked. That's the kind of crap I did as a kid. But it worked. It looked good until I painted it. It looked good after I painted it too. My 71 Super has a flat windshield as well. Absolutely, it will. 71 and 72 was the last year of the flat windshield and dash for the Supers. Just got the 5th commercial. You must be doing something right. They're sending ads to us. They run every 30 minutes because it does help fund the channel. I've been doing that now. Everything helps fund it now. Hey, it's Liam still. I need to know what to buy with my next paycheck for my Super. Got any ideas? Yeah, buy a retro stereo. And if you don't like it, I'll give you my address and you can send it here. Now, what I would do, Liam, honestly, is make a list up, my friend, and do what's important first, the mechanical stuff. You can always do cosmetics later, my friend. So I would do the stuff that's important first mechanically. Pick a thing and do like the braking system, get your master, get your brake lines, get your wheel cylinders. Disc brake kits are always nice for the front. That's the way I would do that. They still sell Comet. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure if they did. I thought that I had an old can on the shelf over there. I probably do. But that stuff was, now I see that Barkeeper's Friend, but Heather said that's been out for a long time. I seen it on a shelf recently at the store. My 68 was yellow with white insert shortly after I painted flat black with smoked taillights. Super light 1641 VZ25 that pull 8,000 all day long to YDFs and computer ignition. So that's not stock then, Nate? Just kidding. And I can see you doing that. You actually are very young, but I can see you doing that stuff at like 16 years old. Nate's actually very knowledgeable at fabricating and building and doing a lot of stuff. I think he does some really unique things. Comet is great as a very mild abrasive. Yeah, I remember using it just to try to bring a little shine back to it, and then I ended up painting it a year later. It ended up getting painted like I forget the color, but it was like a wine burgundy color and with charcoal gray flames. And I will always miss that car. My very first car. It was really cool looking. And of course, wider tires on the back. I was lowering stuff when I shouldn't have been lowered, but there's an orange 72 flat windshield super sitting in town and dude won't sell it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's always the story everywhere I'm at. When you ask somebody if they want to sell a car, it's no, 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 no. I'm going to work on it. My 72 Subaru is an orangey color, but it's technically, according to VW, is red. I can't remember the name though. And that happens with a lot of the colors is people go, it's red. And I'm thinking, well, am I colorblind? Because it looks orange to me, but that's just the way it is. I mean, in the 50s, they came with really bizarre windshields that had a perfectly round circle in the front of the driver for better visibility. I've never seen one, as I think they all got replaced. You know what I thought was cool, about the 50s ones? A moment. Oh, my throat's dry. Is some of them old colors like golf blue and dove gray. I just thought those colors were gorgeous. I love them. I see some of the like the new Toyotas or Hyundais or something now. I'll see them out and they have a very similar color like those did back then. I just think it's really cool. You're all wrong. You're all right, depending on where in the world you are. The Beetle Superiors had combos of both vehicles in the third world markets. Yeah, different countries were lucky enough to get certain things that we didn't get here. My 92 White Maxi is orange pill as well, just because it's a crap paint job. Looks good from about 20 feet. Yeah, but you're enjoying driving the car. Actually, I thought your car looked very nice, in all honesty. I mean, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then using the clear coat with the catalyst in it. Wet sanding and buffing is not one of my things that I've done in a very long time, but I'm going to attempt it. Hopefully I don't burn it. Let me see. Kassan Red, available at Amazon. Amazon's like a gold mine for me because that's right where I go to when I need stuff now, depending on who the seller is, Hey, George, what's up, buddy? Barkeeper's friend is from Indianapolis. Oh, I didn't know that. I seen it. I think we were at Walmart and Heather was getting some cleaning supplies, and I looked and I'm like, Barkeeper's friend. But it had that old school looking label, if that makes sense. It just had an old look to me. And I said, oh, look at that. And Heather's like, hun, that's been around a long time. And she said it is a good product, though, Hey, good night, Rick. Have a great weekend, my friend. And thanks for being here. And Ruby is a variant red L31F. I like the red colors. I really do, in all sincerity. I think the reds, there's so many reds, though. Like, I always wanted to do a candy pearl color red, but I don't think I got enough guts to try to pull a stunt like that, And hey, thank you, Raul, for the donation. I really, really appreciate that. And thank you. I like being up here. I do. I'll be showing more stuff as time goes on. I'm still a little not used to being in here. Thank you for the donation, my friend, and keep up the great work on your channel too. I really, really appreciate that. And He Barkeepers is great. Yeah, Heather did say that it's a good product, and she cleans a lot. So, I mean, she would know what works. But that Barkeeper's friend, it just had that old looking school label to me. It's like looking at a Charlie's Chips can. I picked one of them at Flea Take. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. And Daryl, how are you? Welcome in. I'm glad you stopped by. And Clementine, I do 20 on my 71 Super. And thumbs up at Kevin for that. Clementine, I like that name. 7172 Super Blues used the same flat front glass as standard Beetle, but it really wasn't flat as it had a slight curve. Yeah, that's like my 68 has a very slight curve. Not crazy, but you're right, Keith. There's just a slight curve to them. Wow, 1887. Primary ingredient is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, oxalic acid. Well, that doesn't sound fun. I mean, Heather said it's a really good product, but I didn't know it was around that long. I mean, does that many people still buy it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just odd. Like, I always think about some of the products now, if like the younger generation still buys stuff like that. That's it. Clementine, I couldn't remember. My chat just jumped. Sorry. There we go. And from the seals in my car, oil cooler seals were bad. I'll get it back tomorrow. Oh, wow. I did do a video on oil cooler seals. They're really not that bad, in all honesty. Good night, Dave. You enjoy your project too, brother. Yours is coming along great. I hope you have a great, great weekend. And I'll be seeing you in July, which is really cool, when Dave brings Buster with him, his beautiful golden. Yeah, oil cooler seals. A lot of people think, uh-oh, but they're really not horrible to do. Amazon and eBay sell a lot of fake brand name stuff parts. Yeah, yes, you do got to watch with that. I agree, Ramya. Heather's real weird about the sellers on Amazon when she's looking stuff up. I don't know how she spots them or what she does, but I don't think Amazon should allow that, to be honest with you. But when I was on Amazon and I had to order something recently because I had money on a gift card, I ordered straight from Dune Buggy Warehouse. So, it was a no-brainer that way. eBay, I mostly buy vintage things on there. I'm not on the house now, but I found an exact radio that my grandma always had on her windowsill, an old General Electric one, and I found it on there. So that's like eBay. That's the type of stuff I grab there. Let me see here. Lemon Time is an orange variety. And update on my mother-in-law. She's doing well with her treatment, and she appreciates all the love and support. That's awesome, Daryl. That is awesome to hear. It's always good news when we hear stuff like that. That is great. And I hope she continues to do better and better. It's also called wood bleach, and it will strip all the old wax off your car. Wow, that's pretty brutal. That is very, very brutal. I use a lot of older products. The only stuff that I use newer, and I have some on a shelf over there, my daughter got me into this, was chemical guys, like car wax, vinyl leather protectant, and stuff like that. And that chemical guys seems to have a pretty good product. It really, really does. Yeah. It's good to wear gloves when using it if you have long exposure. It's not dangerous per se. Product, some are more sensitive to it. Oh, I can understand, George. I wear gloves a lot more than I used to now, especially with brake clean, carb cleaner, oil, motor oil, because somebody I know, his father passed away from blood cancer, and he was a mechanic, and they said it was a lot of brake cleans, carb cleaners, oils going into his skin, and ended up technically killing him. I hate to even be so crude, but that's what happened. And it's like, wow, but let me see here. The weather is nice. I'm going to get my 71 Super Lulu all fixed up for summer, and we can film how the limited slip kits work. Oh, Brian, I'm looking forward to that. We talked about that. Brian built a limited slip transmission. Yes, he did. And I'm going to film it. I'm excited about that. Brian come over and checked out my trans for me because I changed the side cover, and I wanted to make sure the play was still good in it, so to speak. But he gave me the thumbs up. Brian's an awesome guy, and I'm fortunate enough to only live like 40 minutes from him. But he was here last week. And actually, Evan stopped over too. and he brought me a Bowden tube because one I got had plastic ends, and Evan's like, no, 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 no. I got an original deal. So thank you, Evan. I don't know if he's still on right now. He hasn't popped on. He might be sleeping because he worked today. And Brian picked me up some orange gaskets because the gaskets I have for my tranny are the paper ones. I believe they're 7 thousandths. And Brian was nice enough to grab some red ones, which are 14 thousandths, because I got to put the rest of the transmission together next week. Whew, I got into a long story there, didn't I? If it was my mother-in-law, I would trip over the plug. Glad she's doing well. And that is good news to hear. It really is. I was glad Daryl put that up, in all honesty. And hopefully the treatments help. And she deserves love and support. I think that's awesome. I really do. Let me see here. Has anyone used Bon Ami cleaning cake since 1886? I found 3 full boxes at an old Navy air base I work on currently. Mr. Perez, I have never even heard of that before, in all honesty. That's a first. Oh yeah, Mark, I'm looking forward to that. He built that limited slip. I'm filming it. And Brian's a great guy to be around, very down to earth, and I'm looking forward to filming that. I really am. Buying 100 boxes of gloves is better than one diagnosis of avoidable illness. I agree, Jorg. I do. I know probably sometimes you folks get tired of me in videos. I try not to be preachy because I never want to come off as that. I'm not a narcissistic know-it-all. I think the most of you can tell. But I really, really try to, say, hey, guys, please do this or that. Please don't do this. It's just because, I watched my father suffer from paint inhalation on the railroad. So he died of emphysema. No, it wasn't from smoking. So it's like, I know somebody died of blood cancer from not wearing gloves, too many motor oils and brake cleans. So if I do come off a little preachy sometimes, it's non-intentional. I want to see people okay. He has a lift and he was able to pull the motor easier than I could. Also replace the clutch throughout while I was in there. Won't be ready enough for the Circle Your Wagons car show in Tennessee. Oh, wow. That stinks that it won't be ready. But having a lift, oh, that's nice. I wished I had one. I got to go over Evans in about 2-3 weeks. I'm going to throw Heather's Grand Cherokee on a lift and do the front rear differentials and transfer case fluids. What a blessing. He said, just bring it over, put it on a lift. That saves me a lot of crap. My mother-in-law is better to me than my own mother. I love my mother. No tripping over the plug on my end. That's awesome, Daryl. And that's good that you have a good relationship with her. It really, really is. We're only here once and time goes quick, so you have to appreciate folks while they are here. Daryl, you at CYS this weekend. And Bonami, my mom made that a constant cleanser used in our house growing up. Had a logo with a baby chicken on it. Hasn't scratched yet. I don't know that. Unless Heather will say it later. Yeah, you do. I can't think of that stuff. I use less for everything, and I have been using a respirator more the past few years. I still will have a lift one day. I'll never have a lift now. I doubt it. I shouldn't say that, but I doubt it. Having a lift would be awesome. And I'm glad that you're using gloves, Daryl. I know a lot of people get tired of me saying that stuff on video, but some smart idiot said in one of my videos recently that, oh, look, he got gloves on. He don't want to get his hands dirty. No, my hands have been dirtier probably than a coal miner my whole life. But that blood cancer thing kind of freaked me out. And I thought, okay, game over. I got to start, taking care of myself, Evan has a swing axle sitting on his shelf with the same limited slip kit in it. Just saying, cough, cough, Evan. Evan said he was giving that to me. No, he didn't. Maybe he will. I'll trade him. Calling it a night, fading fast. Take care. Thank you for being here, Keith. And I hope you're feeling well, my friend. I can't even believe you came in and stayed that long because I know how you're feeling. God bless you, my friend. continue to climb uphill because you won the battle. Just keep winning. Kevin and I will get to come this Sunday for a quick trip, but won't be in the car. Hopefully Townsend in June will make it. That's good news there, Daryl. At least you still get to show up, though. Anybody having issues with birds pooping on their car side mirrors? That was an odd one. My daughter came the day I had to pick my Jeep up, and I had the transmission serviced, and she's like, texts me and says, Dad, I'll be a little bit late. I'm like, that's okay, sweetheart. Take your time. She has a bird pooped on my car. I'm headed to the car wash. She is nuts about her car. Lonnie, have a great weekend, brother. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Evan's military thing should also have a limited slip diff. You know what? That military thing, I really enjoyed filming that. I had a really nice time, but I always have a nice time when I go over Evans because there's so much to see. There's just so much to see. And no matter what I say when I'm there, like, hey, I want to film this or film that, he's like, go ahead, it's fine. He's very easy to deal with. And I will say, though, he has so many cool things over there. Like, even on his shelves, there's just a lot to see. I have a blast when I'm there. Yes, vintage and all over the roof. Daryl, we are set up there this weekend. Stop by and see us. I'll be wearing Slades shirt. You can't. I have mine on. You're not taking my shirt. Kevin and April always wear the shirts. And I don't know which ones they have. There's a couple available, but I really appreciate that so much. I wished I could have been there this weekend. I really do. Good to know, Brian, about the trans. Yeah, Dino, he's I'll talk to you when I hook up with you again. He's doing that limited slip trans. I'll film it, but oh, that is good. That's something, Dino, that, you know, if Brian gives the nod in the end with everything, you might want to grab one off of him like that. I think I'm very excited about it, to be honest with you, because if he gives the nod on it, probably over the fall, mine's coming back out of the car and going to him, and I say, take your time and just let me know how much then. Bird poop will eat paint. Good for her to get it washed off fast. Oh, Mark, it was so fast. It was like, I guess she walked out her door of her house and she was coming to pick me up. And she's like, I'm going to be a few minutes late. Damn bird pooped on my car and got all freaked out. So, she is really OCD with her car, and I'm really glad about that. Kevin, are you setting up as a vendor or car entry? I think he's, say vendor. Yeah. Kevin was just talking about that the other night. We have a group chat, and I'll look for you. What is your company name? I don't think Kevin has an actual company name. Do you, Kevin? It might have been a secret he didn't tell me about. If it is, make it a cool name. Even if you make it up, make it something really cool, like, you know, Laser or something, you know, or Blade. And that should be a fun show for everybody. It really should, in all honesty. We don't have many near us. Brian can vouch for me. They're backyard rejects. We don't have much near us. We have gyms in Ohio, and I didn't get to go to that in April. You guys, ice cream is melting. I got to clean up my dad's truck. See y'all next week. Good night, Liam and Toby. Hey, good night, guys. Thanks for coming in, Liam and Toby. I appreciate it. And thank you for the ice cream. And I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work, Liam, because your dad's very proud of you, my friend. I got plastic bags on the side mirrors, and I got poop on the side windows. Oh, birds are relentless. I mean, I love birds, though. I do. The Orioles, the Blue Jays. Heather's got me hooked on. She feeds all of them. They all come here like it's a handout. Is anyone coming to my show, The Bug Invasion? And Dino needs to actually tell me the date and send me something on the computer so I can bring it up on a video. I didn't think to tell Dino that earlier. It was Saturday. Good night, Moose. Thanks for being here, brother. I hope you have a great weekend, my friend. So Dino, where is that at? Memorial Day. and Labor Day. So Dino, send me something if you have it. I imagine you probably do. I know how you are with stuff, so that I can go ahead and do a little bit of advertising for that. I love advertising for shows. I really do, because like I said before, I'll be there, Dino. I'm helping with parking. Yes, I do a DIY channel, but I call it a community channel because I think it's nice to bring up other people's channels. I think it's very nice to bring up car shows, car events, car cruises, get-togethers, because this is about bringing people together. That's what this is all about. We're only here once. We got to enjoy what we can. I had a big tom walk out in front of my car today. A tom walk. I don't know what that is. A big tom walk. I don't know what that is, Owyhee. I know I can be stupid sometimes, but cheers, Slades fans. Same place as the bug out was. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. The bug out was Summerton Motorsports Park, basically, Copper, Virginia. Huge thank you, John. Yeah, Dino, send me what you can on that. I'll catch up with you over the weekend anyhow. Dino and I are merging a video together that's very important. It should be out Tuesday. But send me what you can, Dino, so I can do some ads for that. Turkey Tom. Oh. I didn't know. There we go. My screen jumped again. I hate that when it does that. Okay. We have some turkey up the road that crosses over behind the woods from my neighbors and crosses the street. There's 3 or 4 of them, I forget, but they're pretty nice sized. They've been around here for a while, I guess, unless it's a new family that moved in. Let me see. Regardless, I'll try to find you, Dina. Hopefully I can get out for one day. So hoping to make the picnic this year as well, but the family thing, I'll stay close to home. I understand, Daryl. I do. It's, you take care of family first, and that's great. It's actually great that your mother-in-law, though, is doing better. So family first. We can all always get together another time and then have better news for each other. Male turkey, and those turkeys can, Pop Custom Cars. Sorry, I'm late. Spent hours with my buddy replacing a totally rusted accelerator pedal. My buddy 75 bus. I need 4 Advil now. I tried to leave recently and it seemed to work a little better. So I mean, I hope that's helpful. I should do a video on that. Me taking a leave and complaining about my back and shoulders. Don't worry, everyone. I made so many Beetles that a bunch of them made it to the afterlife. Gobble, gobble, Tom. Thank you to everyone who ever Slade shouts me out. Whoops. Reaches out to me. It really breaks my day. Slade, if it weren't for you, I would have given up hope a year ago, or I would have even tried it all. Uncle Bond, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Yeah, you're excellent. I enjoy watching you. And your personality is amazing. And, you know, it's funny when we got on Facebook's video chat. We need to do that again soon. We just did that maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. I can't remember. We have a blast. It's like a party on the phone because we sit there for like 3 hours and talk. And Uncle Bon has been such a good friend. Just sadly, he's across the country. But thank you, Uncle Bon, for always being a friend. I appreciate that very much. Can make a big mess when they come through the windshield. Oh yeah, there ain't no doubt about that. That's like something pretty nasty hitting. We're on. Hello, everyone from California. How are you, Mr. Bennett? I appreciate you being here. And Pupper, keep up the great work, my friend. Hey, I like Uncle Juan. He's a good guy. I've been doing some turkey hunting the past month, but haven't gotten a bird. Yes, family is the reason for it all. Everything's about family. There's no doubt. And there's some friends that I consider family. I really do. Uncle Bon, we got to get on the phone soon. Hey, don't be hogging the action, Dino. Hey, have a great night, everyone. I'm going to go clean up my mess from today's project. Sounds good, James. Have a good night, brother. If you watched my video and I didn't give the information on the cog wheel, the cog gear, let me know. But I brought it up in there and showed it. So hopefully I said where it was from. If not, we'll figure it out by tomorrow. And hey, Ramon, I like the last name. And there we go. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was weird. Good night, everyone. I'm sleepy. Good night, NH. Thanks for being here. And I think I'm going to head out soon because I got to like pack up all my gear and take it down to the house. And we're going to film tomorrow, me and Heather, for her channel. And then Sunday, the new video will be up. The conversion on the transmission that I did, that video will be up Sunday. Sundays at 11 a.m. is always the new video of the week. So that's going to be up. And the following week, the axles I'll be doing. There will be a video in between that Dino and I are collaborating on, something that needs brought to attention for everybody, literally everybody in the VW community. We're going to do a collab real quick on a video together. That'll be out Tuesday, I hope. Should be out Tuesday. So everybody tune into Heather's channel if you can too. Her and I are going to start having a lot of fun on there. Friday night chats, Sunday videos still on my channel, and Tuesday or Wednesday starting in a few weeks will be live on the car. So thank you everybody for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Did ad just pop up or something? It just said ad inserted. So I don't know if anybody's hearing me right now. I'm not sure. I hope so. But thank you all for being here. We will see you next Friday night. And I'm going to try to get together a little grab bag again next Friday. And okay, Dino said I heard you. I wasn't sure. And let's get some free stickers out there. And I have a poster about that big of this. It's about that big. And that'll be a giveaway next Friday night too. So stay tuned. Next Friday there'll be some giveaways and we'll have some fun. Love you all. You folks are the best. You really are. Thank you for the donations tonight, folks. Yes, get that hooked up, Dino. I'm going to give you a yell tomorrow and send me your email later. I need to send you a link to the Google Drive because Dino and I got something very important we need to take care of on Tuesday's video. It's an extra video this week. And I appreciate Dino bringing it to attention. All right. Love all you. You're the best. And I will see you very soon.